Hi guys, this is my room tour, my hotel tour video, but this is the CoCo Beach Resort in Phi Phi, and I wanted to show you guys quickly before we leave our room. So I will show you the outside in a second. So this is the walkway. As you can see, it's like super jungly, and then this is what our little bungalow looks like. So you have a little sitting area here. We are leaving, so our backpacks are there. You have another bench. And then let me take you inside. This is what our room looks like when you walk in. There's the front door. It is made out of bamboo. So I will say that everything, like you can hear everything from every single person's villa, like, but this is the bathroom. Downsides to this is that you can hear everything, and there are some clubs like 400 meters that way, and so they're really loud at night. And then you can also hear like your neighbors' conversations. Like, it's not even like it has to be loud. They can probably hear me talking word for word because the whole thing's made out of bamboo. But this is a room, and I'll give you guys some fun facts. It's super nice that they give you these umbrellas because they're needed. Okay, so some upsides to this hotel is that, one, the landscape is just beautiful. I mean, you can't beat like all these coconuts and things like that. They have a beautiful pool. They have a beautiful dining area. They have this cute little, I call it the content swing because it's perfect for content.
Just sit on it real quick.
The content swing. I can't really fit because I'm in my backpack right now. What if it broke? But yeah, that's the content swing. The staff is really nice.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
The staff is really nice here. It is on a beach, but I will say that there is a much more usable beach on the other side of the island, which is not far to get to, luckily. It's only about a mile. It's just like, you can't beat like the vibe of it, for sure. Sometimes dinner took kind of a long time waiting on it, but a lot of the things that went wrong were really out of their control. It was mostly just the rain. So that's pretty much it. We're leaving, getting on a ferry soon, and then we're off. We're going back to Phuket, and then we're going home. I'll show you this water lily pond and a kitty. I will say that our hotel in Phuket was my favorite and much nicer, just because it was more established. Like, the staff there was just, you could tell that it's been there for a long time. This resort that we're at now, it feels newer. It feels like a little understaffed, and I know that maybe coming back after the pandemic might have a huge role in that. I will say, if we ever came back to Phi Phi, I would probably want to stay at a different resort that was on Long Beach, because Long Beach, it literally is a long beach, and it's overlooking the Shark Reef Point. The beach is just more usable. This is more in like a bay area, so a lot of debris was being pushed from the water. So again, nothing, gosh, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. Anything that was bad here wasn't in their control, but it's still something to note. Jamel keeps saying, well, it's not their fault, it's not their fault. And I'm like, I know it's not their fault, but if someone's gonna pay $1,000 to fly here from America, like all that money to stay and get here, you don't want to come here and be disappointed without knowing all of the facts. So there is loud music at night, and you can hear everything through the walls. If your neighbors are talking, you can hear them. Your beach access has a lot of like debris and stuff like that. So for me, even though it was beautiful and I enjoyed it and no complaints, like as far as my current stay, I still wouldn't stay here again, if that makes sense.
It's not even the hotel though.
I literally just explained this whole thing. I'm like, Jamel keeps saying it's not their fault, but I just said, if you're gonna buy a plane ticket, if you're gonna come all this way and spend all that money, it's good to know what you're getting. That's why I just want to be honest. Like, it's not their fault, but there's factors.
Yeah, you could also just walk.
What do you mean?
To stuff like
to Long Bay. I wasn't just talking about that. I'm talking about like the club.
Yeah,
at night. Like, luckily we were in a room where you couldn't hear it that bad, but like,
oh, that, yeah.
Maybe if we were on a different room, closer to, you know, it matters. Luckily, I think you and I are young and we don't really mind, and we're cool, we're travelers, whatever. But if I was like older, more established, and maybe I came here on a work trip, it's just things I would want to know.
Who's coming here on a work trip?
There were so many people working at the cafe. That girl that we talked when we hiked 8 miles.
Yeah.
She was working.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Jamel's just jealous because he's a teacher and he wouldn't get sent here on a work trip.
I love teaching, okay? You leave that out of this.
All right, you guys. That is it for the Phi Phi CoCo Beach Resort. I hope that was informational and helpful if you plan on coming to Phi Phi Islands. It's actually Phi Phi Islands, by the way. I keep calling it Phi Phi because I don't want to say Phi Phi the whole time, but that's incorrect.
It is indeed Phi Phi.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them or DM me. I really don't care to answer them. And experiencetheexplored.com, I'll put that right here. We will have the itineraries up. So if you liked what we did between the elephant sanctuary and the snorkeling and all the things that we did, those tips and tricks and forums and whatever else, the itineraries will be up on experiencetheexplored.com. That's Jamel's page if you didn't know.
True.
He's not a regular teacher, he's a cool teacher. This is called cardio vlogging. Love you guys, see you in the next one. Peace.